Hello, welcome to another good goal or bad defending. Newcastle United relegate Everton edition by the looks of things. So actually, there's a little bit I haven't showed you before this when uh, Newcastle had the ball on this side. They did good. It's about 20 yards back. Sorry, I had a couple of beers. I was out with the boys. Switched to play the ball and came down the other flank. Did a good job of it actually. They played all right. Newcastle. They look like a team in the top four playing a team that's going to get relegated. That's generally what happened today. And the scoreline probably flattered Newcastle a bit. I honestly really think if this was played in sort of November, it would have been a 2-1 game. Newcastle still would have won, but it would have been a little bit closer. You can see a couple of the Everton players have just given up, and then they'll try really hard for about 4 or 5 minutes to make it like, I didn't give up for that 15 minutes. But for this 4 or 5, I tried, and they did. They gave up. But here we are. To be fair, this little wee lad trying to defend here, trying to do a good job, but he's just outclassed. He's absolutely outclassed. He's come in. This guy's cut inside, made him look like a donkey. But here's the problem, right? So he's come in. He's outclassed. That's fine. He's tracked the runner. He's cut inside. He's too close to the ball, so he gets beat by the little chop. Whatever. Oh, look. In the Premier League again. There is a player unmarked inside the 18-yard box. Oh, look, there's a guy pointing. Why is there always a guy pointing in the Premier League when there's a goal going in? It always happens. Hi, do your job. Someone else do a thingy. I'm pointing. And then the ball goes in the back of the net a couple of minutes later. So let's watch how this ball ends up in the net. Gets dropped. So I'm going to have to do a coaching course on this about explaining about the scoring funnel. Oh my God, that's so badly drawn. Let me just do that again. It's like I've had a beer or two, boys. You're looking at that. That's the funnel. Anything inside the funnel is a fair shot. Anything outside the funnel over here is a bad shot. When you're a keeper, you want to push it outside the scoring funnel. This is probably the 5th or 6th goal I've seen in the last week or so where the keeper drops it. Okay, and because their players are unmarked, let's have a little quick look at them again. There's 2 of them unmarked in the box. When he makes the save and he knocks it away, it drops to an unmarked player in the box. Guess what happens? They kick in the net box really poorly. Someone tried to make a last-ditch effort. Well done, laddie. You actually tried to do a thing. But if you look around all of a sudden at people that are out of position, oh, you're taking a still of a game. You know what happens when you're doing this? You can see where they are, where they're running, where their running patterns were. There was a couple of guys free in the middle, and not one of these people went to go and track them. What they did is they ran to the ball because that's what they thought they were supposed to do, instead of look at the other threats around the 18-yard box. Certain times of the game, things change. The ball is the most dangerous thing. Until it gets near the 18-yard box, then you start changing your threat analysis, if that makes sense. Changing where you're going. Right, let's get on to the next goal. Oh, before we get on to the next goal, I've got to give this fucking man some credit. This guy here for Everton, he was a beast, monstrous machine, and he made this look like a little, an under-10s game against a grown man. It's kind of hilarious. Look at him. He's looking at him. He's looking at the ball. When you're looking at the player and you're not looking at the ball, you've already slowed yourself down by a couple of milliseconds. And you go, well, is that important? Yeah, because the other guy's faster than you, so there's a couple of milliseconds that you've taken to look at that guy is important. So what ends up happening is this, runs on a bit. He tries to foul him. He tries to hold him back, but then he realizes he's a little child and this guy's a grown man. And the grown man runs off down the field with a ball. It's kind of funny. And this guy just gets ragdolled. I have to show it. Like, it's not a goal. It's just funny. Like, genuinely, this guy it just gets ragdolled. There he goes. He gets shoved over. Next thing, he's on the floor. Bit upset, obviously, because he's just been shown up that he's a child playing in the Premier League and he came against a grown man. Nothing came of it, but I just thought it was funny to show you that, that was funny to me. Okay, here we are getting ready for the next goal. It's another 1v1 situation. This guy was just, he's just outclassed. He's just not good enough. Whoever these two matchups are right here wasn't fair. It reminds me of like a lot of the time when people rag on who's that guy at Liverpool, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and he gets done for pace or gets done as a right back, and genuinely he's looking for his midfielder to come and help him because he's just outmatched. And that's what you're supposed to do. It's called a team game, right? It's a team sport. When you're getting outmatched, which will happen because every now and again you might come across a player like Erling Haaland or Cristiano Ronaldo in their prime and you need help from your teammates. This guy needed help all day, never got it. So let's have a little look in the middle. Oh, look, he's ball watching. So is he, to be fair. He's not like, this guy's terrible. Plonk, plonk, plonk. I'll show you why in a second. Yeah, but you've just got to get tighter. I don't know what this guy's doing. Have a look at this guy. He's kind of interesting. He doesn't know where he's going. Forwards, backwards, left or right. He's not quite sure. The ball's over here, but he's trying to mark this man here. There's clearly a player somewhere here that he's looking at. No one's found him. He doesn't know what's going on. It's kind of funny, though. Let's see what happens. As the ball goes in, oh, stop. This isn't too bad. Okay, but here's the problem. This player now has got attracted to the ball, and he's forgot there's a player there. But he is technically goal side. Okay, well, I'm happy with that. This guy's now panicking because he can see this guy. There's too many red marks on the screen. Let me get rid of those. Right, he can see him. He's panicking. He knows he needs to mark that guy. This guy's ghosting him in the back post. There's another man free on the back post here. He's still attracted to the ball as well. This guy here needs to do something and come in here. Honestly, he's lost. I don't know, though. He's in my favourite position. I always say, if you're like lost in the penalty box and you're trying to defend, hang out here because the ball will magnetise to you inside the D. However, he's done for pace. Dinosaur hands. Watch the goalkeeper here. Watch how bad this goalkeeper is, right? He's a Premier League goalkeeper. He gets in no man's land. This is why they score. What are you doing? You're right there, okay? That ball is coming to you. Think about this. He's on there. This is only 6 yards. This is 18. 18 divided by 3 is 666. We're not sure why there's all the sixes, but yeah, we'll talk about that another time. He can catch that ball or punch that ball away. I know he's got little tiny dinosaur hands, but he can punch the ball away. He just stops. What are you doing, bro? Not only should he not be that close to the post, the point of being on the front post as a goalkeeper is you can use your hands. So you can actually get, it's different from being a player. You can get some separation as a goalkeeper and you don't have to get right close to it. He should probably be about here. That's a good spot because he can still shut the front post down. And he's got two defenders stopping that ball coming across anyway. So he knows the guy's not going to stop, shoot at the near post. This guy's an international goalkeeper for crying out loud, apparently. In a ball comes. Oh, look. Mini dinosaur hands, doesn't know what to do. And it's put over there. To that unmarked player. You remember that unmarked player that I said in the box that was going to happen? Yeah, that just happened. Welcome to the Premier League defending. Have a guess why you're going down, Everton. Your goalkeeper's rubbish. You leave players unmarked in the transition, especially inside the 18-yard box there. Remember, this play started over here. This play started with this guy running from here, when I said he was outclassed, here, to here, and then put the ball in. Do you know how much time that is for people to look around to see who to mark? Way too much. Way too much in the Premier League. But Everton managed to screw it up. I want to play you a little bit more of this, why Little Dinosaur Hands is so out of position as a goalkeeper. So if you actually look, and you look at the post there, he's past the point of the post, right? Which is just stupid for goalkeeping. Like, there's no reason for you to... Basically, he's out of his goal. You know the ball's on that side. You know it's coming in. You don't go past your post. There's no reason to. Because you're supposed to defend the stuff inside the post. Inside the post is the net box that they're trying to score. The fact this idiot has stepped outside of it means he might not know how to play goalkeeper. And that's why they're getting punished. I just wanted to show you this angle so you can see how bad it was from this little, bottom part of the post right there. Here's the next frame on. And the reason why I'm showing you this again is because if he was stood here, he would have saved this ball. But because he was stood over here, he couldn't get there in time. That step there, so he would have gone 1, then 2. So if it was where I said, it would have gone 1, then 2. Oh my God. It's like he's been coached for Frank Lampard the whole season. He's terrible. Here we go. This is actually, honestly, I'd say this is a good goal. Like the other ones have been bad defending, but I have watched this little goal. Normally, I don't watch the goals ahead of time. I just watch the videos and see where the chips lay. But this one, I kind of actually got this. Watch this goal. But again, it goes down to the little goalkeeper who's got dinosaur hands. They managed to break through the midfield, as you can see. These two, actually there's three of them, and I think they're kind of given up. Like, it's kind of hard. I get it. You're only earning a couple of $100,000 a week to give a crap about your job. They don't. He's got his eye on the ball. He's doing fine. Trying to back up, looking around. This guy has no idea that someone's behind him. This guy should be making a beeline for one of these two players, but he's not. He's not doing anything. It's just awful, genuinely awful. It's like they were coached for Frank Lampard or something. So let's see what happens. Breaks up. Okay, it goes dumph. Now you got these two players here. Now this is where it gets interesting. If you think about it, right? If you're doing a coaching session, you would say, okay, this is a couple of players. So if you look at the square, you'd go, it's these two versus these two. But it's actually not. Because when that ball's coming in here, he's not goal side. He's clear sighted. He's out of the play. So it's no one is really marking this guy. He's completely and utterly unmarked. Bearing in mind, they've run down the field. This guy can see this guy's unmarked and yell to his teammate, "Hey, buddy, you know that guy in front of you? You might want..." No, didn't do it. Let's look what happens. Bump, touch, bang. World class, great finish. Now we know the goalkeeper's only got little tiny dinosaur hands. He's a baby T-Rex. He is a baby T-Rex. He's got like little dinosaur hands. That's definitely dinosaur hands. I definitely drew that there. My artist skills are fantastic. But that's a great finish. He's put that in the top corner. Good job, Sonny. Well played. Good goal. Terrible defending on the transition, yes, because they just don't really know what they're doing. But it was still an epic finish. I do want to play this little bit, this clip a little bit more, because Jordan Pickford wishes his little dinosaur hands were, longer. He dives up, like, oh! And yeah, he's missed it. Just had to show you that as well. Everton get one back here, and it's from a corner. Really can't tell much because they don't really give us many angles, but I'll tell you one thing. I guarantee you I'm going to yell about no one being on the post. And I guarantee you if someone was on one of these posts here, covering that space, which I yell about all the time, it wouldn't be a goal. Let's take our bets. Bump. Oh yeah, I told you. Let's see if I can find a better angle and show you exactly what I mean. Here we go. This is the angle I was looking for. So as the balls come in, as you can see, to be honest, Newcastle's done some good defending. I mean, it's okay, but here's the problem. If there's a player here, that ball doesn't go into the back of the net. It just doesn't happen. And is it a freak thing that the guy scored from a corner? Yes, but I don't care. I still want that defended. If that's my team, I'm yelling at them, especially this guy. You're not marking anybody. Why aren't you doing that job? You're not. Well, I don't mind you. You're in my D space. I like that. Yeah. You can have the D space. Good job, buddy. But other than that, get on the post, kick that ball away, and don't get scored on by the Everton. When I was saying earlier on that this guy was outclassed for the whole game, and he completely was. So right now, what's happening is I can't remember this game. I apologise for the pronunciation. Azak or something like that. This guy from Newcastle, mate, you're a good player. Keep going. He's done two players. Okay, and do you remember that other guy that I pointed out earlier from Everton who just gives up and blames everybody else? Watch. Here he is. That's the guy. He's going to come in and do it again. Are you ready? Watch this. So this guy's managed to, he's 2v1. He gets the better of him because he's played really well. They've also made a hash of it. He comes steaming in to try to help. Okay, here's the interesting part. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players, right? But yet he's unmarked. And he's unmarked. And why am I saying he's unmarked? Because this player that's closest to him is watching the ball. Let's watch what happens. Oh, he's gone past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because, quite frankly, they don't know how to defend. They didn't get goal side. They were trying to make what I call side challenges, where if you make that side challenge, you'll lose the challenge and the guy can skip past you. You play football, you know that guy isn't, and you just poke it past him. But if he ran the other way, you couldn't get around him. Didn't do it. We're in trouble. Boomf, boomf, boomf. Dinosaur Hands comes out again, makes a terrible save. He should never have been doing that. Just see what happens. The chart, right? What I mean, see what happens is if you come out and do something, you've reacted. You react to what they do. You don't react to make them do a thing. He does a thing. He pokes the ball across, and guess what happens? There's loads of people to tap the ball in the net, and they do, and they run away laughing at Everton for terrible defending because they all ran to the ball, and Dinosaur Hands cost them another goal. That's 3 goals he's cost them for being a moron. Good job, Dinosaur Hands. We'll give you a little ticky as Everton go down. Yeah, because there's no way that you are a Premier League goalkeeper. Tick for Dinosaur Hands.